Let's see if this works.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to Oddfrog Entertainment Podcast 15, I believe. We're trying to do this live. So we've got the Bandito here. We're going to be showing it all. We're going to be looking at the engine, the inside, the lights, and putting characters inside Mezco. We got G.I. Joe. And Eddie, if you want to tell people on Instagram that we are live on YouTube now, we should be good.
Okay, I think we're live on YouTube, guys. If you guys want to go check out the page. Oh yeah, there's a live tab. It's active on YouTube. So we are now live on YouTube.
And you guys, this is the we've only been live a couple of times and it's a little wonky, or we haven't got it all quite figured out yet. So bear with us. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around so that we can see the Bandito. Let's see. Is it going to let me here? Maybe I can't now that we're on live. How weird.
You should be able to.
Oh, here we go. Camera? No. That's not it. All right. Well, I guess I'll just turn it around. And then, Mikey, let me know how it's framed with the car.
Yeah, I killed my camera just to make sure it's bigger.
Okay, let me see how that looks from my end here.
Hey, look.
Can you see the Bandito?
Not really. I can see a lamp. I can see a water bottle. And what is that?
Yeah, let's go over here.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube as well here.
Yeah, can you tell we're live? Now, back it up a little bit, guys.
No, go on this side. There you go.
Wait, a little lower.
I can't. It'll fall off, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, then raise the car up.
Here, let's see.
That's good.
Is that okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good.
I'm just going to move this hunk of garbage. All right.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing is I can see it really good on YouTube, but on Riverside, you can barely see it.
Okay.
So if you can raise the car up at all.
Nope.
Let me get a box. See if we can
I mean, that's not going to... I can just hold the phone.
I was going to say, or just hold it up or hold the phone.
I mean, then it's just going to kill the point of the whole map, bro. Like, we want it
yeah,
clean.
we want that gray there. Here.
Yeah, it's because we have it vertical on the on YouTube.
I wonder if there's a way to switch that.
Just on your phone settings, probably.
Let me see this real quick.
Thank you for bearing with us, everyone.
How's that, Mikey? Does that work, or am I sideways?
You're sideways. There should be a setting on your phone.
Oh, yeah. Somebody said you're now sideways. Well, this sucks.
Yeah, this is...
Hey, thank you guys for bearing with us.
All right. I'm just going to turn it around. I'll hold it. And I'll see how it looks on there.
Yeah, I'll have to wait.
Yeah, that's all right. Got a little delay. All right.
Happy boy live.
Kelly with technology.
Let's do this. There we go.
That might be perfect.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So let's check out the lights. I'm going to hit this lamp off, Eddie, and let's turn on some Bandito lights. All right. Check this out, guys. The car battery in here doubles as the light switch.
Yeah.
So you've got your headlights. I'm going to move these characters real quick.
Yeah.
And then you turn it around. You've got your tail lights. Old school style, really, really cool looking. And then the secret sauce. We've got dash lights. And I'll go ahead and kind of just zoom in here and hold it.
Zoom in on those.
Hopefully we can see that.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's got all sorts of little tricks and stuff in there. We've got a radio. We've got dials. The dials say JW for Johnny Wong. Got his little signature on the tiny little dials in there. See if I can get a little closer even. You got Popeye over there in the passenger seat. And then I believe the other dial says Oddfrog, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. So we've got some pretty cool lights.
That looks badass.
It's cool, right? And then Deadman pointed out last night that we've got this some light coming through here on this spot. So we're going to get some plastic behind there to cover that up real good. But yeah. Jeez. Pretty good looking. So we'll get this back on here. Turn this on. Let's see if I'm going to raise this a little bit. See if it works a little better. The engine, as we've been saying, is interchangeable. There's a, oh my God, of course, hold on. Adjusting the lights. There we go. The engine's interchangeable. You've got a little mechanism in here to release the hood, and you can put that back up, switch the little mechanism, and your hood stays up. So you can have Punisher here working on the engine. Got Popeye in the passenger seat. Eddie, do you think you want to just kind of stick some figures in there and I'll just try to film you, or vice versa?
I guess. I mean, it's just difficult. I'm gonna have to either end the live here or.
Oh, that's okay. Here, let me set the phone and see if I can get it to work like this. This will be all right. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we'll turn her sideways. We'll see how the characters fit in here. You've got removable seats, guys. They have a magnet on the bottom with a little notch so that when you put it in, it fits into its little groove and you can slide it back and forth. Oh, there we go. So Punisher, let's get him in there.
Leg room.
Yep, we got leg room. Let's get him in here. Eddie, you're probably a little better at this. Yeah, you want to shut it off? Might as well, huh?
Leaning back a little.
Leaning back?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh. There we go. Let's turn his head. Oh, stick that on later.
Tiny bear.
See if we can get him a little better. There we go. Got the hands on the wheels there. And this is the prototype, guys. So here's where it's, yeah. And here's also where, if we need to make changes, this is where we're taking notes on quality. We're taking notes on size. We're taking notes on how things work. This needs a little super glue, I think.
Doors, hood, trunk.
We already noticed that the trunk is going to need to be redesigned slightly. So we'll point it out back here. Here's your trunk. And it's just a little hard to grab the trunk to open it. So we're gonna continue this line down here so that you can just grab it by here to pick it up.
Yeah, some of us don't have fingernails.
So there's the trunk space.
Big enough for a body.
Pretty much had all the bodies in there. It's big. There we go. And yeah, we got Popeye in the passenger seat.
He lost his hat.
He looks a little grumpy. But you got some nice styling going on in the doors on this inside. And it's it feels quality, guys. Like, it's not light. I'm gonna see if we can. I'm gonna pull the characters out, and I want to flip over to the underside here.
Just leave them in.
Just leave them in.
Yeah. Just make sure you close that hood.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, that blower's gonna fall off.
Okay, we'll just take it off for now.
Tony Horton says, how about closing all lids and showing us how it rolls?
Absolutely. I'll give you a little look at the underneath real quick. Oh, shit. Of course, me.
And thank you, Tony, for the for that. And if anyone has any questions or suggestions, please put them in the comments.
So you got some really cool detailing. You got the wheels that work. They roll. And they'll be soft plastic with the production model. But yeah, here's how it rolls. That one feels a little stuck. There we go. So we can turn the wheels and it'll turn. Back it up. 3-point turn here. So it rolls pretty nice. It feels nice. I think it'll even feel a little nicer when we have the soft wheels. Yeah. But yeah, so she rolls pretty good.
Do you have those other rims handy so we can see?
I don't think we have. Oh, you do have them?
I mean, you don't necessarily have to put them on, but let's
you know what?
take a look at them.
We might as well show the box too.
Hell yeah.
Here's the box it comes in. Is that too close, Eddie?
Yeah, way too close.
Here's the box it comes in. Let's put it in there so they can see how it fits in there. Oh, that's like that. Wow, it's so big. So when you get it in the collector's box, just a cool little design thing that we did that's I mean, it's subtle, but it's like, you know, when you're working on something for so long, but we have the blade for the back wheel, so it gives it that kind of, you still get that circular kind of feel for the back wheel, even though it's our logo. We've got some, you know, just some design things on the side. We talk a little bit about it on the back. We may actually even add some more to this. I'll go ahead and read this, I guess. The Bandito is the first ever 1/12 scale action figure, customizable right out of the box. The sleek action vehicle. The sleek design boasts light-up headlights, tail lights, wheels that turn, plus doors, hood, and a trunk that all open. The car battery doubles as the on-off switch for the lights, and up to 3 of your favorite 6-inch action figures can fit inside. Best of all, key parts like the engine are swappable with other parts sold separately, allowing for future customization. Leave everyone in the dust and speed off into adventure in the Bandito. Vehicle is not remote, does not drive on its own. Lights require 2 AA batteries. Batteries not included. The Bandito is for serious collectors. This is not a plaything. Brought to you by the 112th Street Chop Shop and Oddfrog Entertainment.
We'll have to change that to AAA.
Yeah, AAA. And then now we have dash lights, so we got to add that on there. But there she is in the collector box, guys. We have a small little dial for the back. Got our logo in the back. There's a little wall. So when you take it out of the box, it also, you can take out the little dial backdrop. And we're keeping this plastic on here, guys, just to secure the car as we have to move it from the house to the studio. But so you already have kind of a built-in little dial with the car. So it's like you're in a garage. You stage a couple little things around here and you could have a little garage scene. Stick the blower on. And there you go. That's the Bandito in all her glory. And man, she is awesome. in that door. Let's pop by over here a little bit.
And just think about all the different color combinations customizers can do here.
Yeah, exactly what we want to do,
the
guys.
black is slick already, but still.
Well, we're going to send, with the card, we'll have decals where you can technically mask off certain areas of the car that would be kind of normal on like a street car or hot rod or something. And then, you apply that decal and you can do your custom paint on it. It's meant for custom paint jobs. You got a nice hard ABS quality plastic. It's a matte finish, so it should take paint really well. We're going to have lots of different wheel options, different trunk and hood options, different door options. And different engine options. So if you buy the stock model upgrade kit with the Bandito, which is like the next upgrade in the Kickstarter, you get a hood that'll look a little more like this without the engine. So pull that out. So it'll be like a flat top hood and a more stock style, more stock looking car. So here's another feature or something we want to point out is that where the engine is, can you see that okay, Eddie? Yeah. Where the engine is, when you remove the engine, let's see, let's get it in there nice. How it's supposed to be. Oh, there we go. There we go. So it's nice. It snaps in there real nice. You pull it off, and under the engine is where we've hidden the battery case. So you get your 2 AAAs, you put them right in there. Your car battery doubles as the light switch. It's got a real nice quality feel to the little click. And then, you get your engine back on here. Move your little latch for the hood. Blower on. And there you go. There she is. And the logo is it's embossed, but just slightly. So it's real nice looking. But it's not obtrusive.
Yeah, it's gonna be matte black, Ken. Just the way you see it there.
Contemplating putting some magnets in the doors, make it snap a little tighter. But they're actually, it's pretty nice. It feels nice when you close it. So yeah. And let's see, do we have a ruler? That was great last night when we were doing that with the ruler. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Yeah, here we go. A couple. So the car, as you can see, is about 5.5 inches tall. We've got about, let's see, it's over 18, so it's probably about 18.5 somewhere. The width of the car is about, I'd say 7 inches, 7.5 maybe, something like that. It's pretty big, but we're going to be playing with it over the next few days and really getting the figures in and out and seeing if we maybe need to make it slightly bigger, but I don't know. It's really close.
I've got those pictures of the battle mods that Eddie sent earlier. I can pull those up real quick.
Yeah, let's do that. We can talk about that. Talk about the customization aspects of it and stuff.
Okay, let's see if I can grab it.
It's a prototype, so
that looks cool though.
Probably needs a little glue for this piece. But again, this is all stuff that we can upgrade and swap out later, so you can have different pieces.
Okay, here we go.
Why is that being weird? That's not right.
That's the wrong side, both of them.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, well, we'll glue those
Where's
on
the other
later.
one?
We're just going to have to make a note of that to Johnny that these are going to need extra glue on there, on that little part. It was probably painted and then they put it on, so the paint didn't hold the glue good. So we'll make a note of that for sure.
All right, check your screen.
Oh, yeah. Those are the mod parts?
Yeah, those are the mod. Exactly. So here you got your bumper. And when you switch it out, you'll have missiles down here, and Johnny wants the missiles to actually.
It's not gonna.
It's not gonna work to be because there's too much stuff back here. But for pictures and stuff, you'll have that battle modified bumper, and then you take off the blower, and it comes with a different engine that you can actually mount a minigun to.
Minigun on there. We have that rear spoiler, those side skirts. So there's a lot of options.
I just like playing with it now. I was jealous when I saw you playing with it, Eddie. I'm like, I might have to drive over there. Oh, here, let's put the thing back on here. Snaps in real nice. Get that in there real nice.
Very nice.
Some lights on. There we go. Look at that. That is so cool. I mean, guys, just imagine the kind of pictures we don't have a good setup here like you guys have, and probably not even the techniques you guys have, but imagine, the pictures you can take with the lights, with the dash lights. You can zoom in on the dash and on the inside because there's just a lot of details. And that's what we wanted. We wanted it built for photography. I mean, some of you guys do such amazing stuff with the blurs and the effects that it's like, oh, we got to have lights. These tail lights. Let's check these out again.
Looks like there's some plotting to come burgle that away from us, guys.
Yeah, somebody's trying to buy tickets and burglar tool.
But yeah, once again, you got the. I'm not gonna bother with that. We gotta get that to open easier for sure. God, it looks so nice. And again, this is the prototype, so.
I think everybody wants to feel,
I mean, it feels nice. You really can tell it's got a nice feel. You can tell it's going to take paint well. It's just enough of a, I don't want to say rough, but it's definitely got that matte finish where you can tell it's going to take paint well. Oh, yeah. And this is the prototype, so they had to paint it, whereas the production model, the actual plastic will be black. So it should even take it better. Matte black, yeah. Mm-hmm. So it'll be this finish, but through the whole plastic will be black. Yeah. Yep. We'll be able to switch out the steering wheels, switch out wheels, switch out hoods. Like we really wanted, when we look at what you guys are doing with the action figures where you make them your own or you make an entire new character, that's what really inspired the idea of the car, in that we want you to be able to make it your own. And that's why, we kind of shared, they were renders, but we kind of shared the possibilities of what can be done with it because of how we designed it. So, I mean, you could get some real nice looking stuff, I think, out of this with the finish and stuff. And, racing stripes would be cool. Maybe a skull. Flames we're working on. Some of you guys might have seen that we posted some decals that Carol Jean on Instagram, you can look her up. She's going to be doing our decals. A lot of stuff is kind of flowers and stuff, but if you look at the effects and some of the reflective qualities of her stickers, like they're just kind of layers of quality to the decals that she's making. So we designed them for the car and sent them to her. And, she added all the effects and stuff like that. And we want to really, they're not cheap decals. I'll say that. So we look at it as a value to the car. We know not everybody's going to use them, but, it could be a fun thing. So we got some flames going on, and I mean, yeah, it's really cool to play with, guys. So
it's not a toy, Kelly.
It's not a toy. Yeah.
It's for serious collectors only.
We kind of have to say that stuff legally because it's not for kids. There are small parts. And, just as a disclaimer, we have to say this is for collectors, because we don't want kids to get hurt ever playing with a car that's kind of beyond their age range.
Well, so, and the quality of this isn't something that you want a kid just flinging across your kitchen floor either.
No. Yeah, it's definitely built for collectors. Start leaning on that door. You know, I do think the magnets in the door might be a good idea, Eddie, because if he's just leaning on it.
It could just even be like some sort of little latch. Just a little hook. You know, it doesn't have to be
you know, hey guys, I was thinking that they even make magnet tape super thin nowadays. So it really wouldn't magnetic tape.
Oh yeah.
Right? I'm not saying that's what he should use, but they make it so thin that we don't even need to like necessarily embed magnets.
Swap out steering wheels.
Just like a sliver of a magnet.
Right. Get that in its groove. So you got removable front seat. And really, you can probably fit more. It looks like you can fit 4 characters, really. But the back seat for bigger characters has a removable. You get like another half inch or so if you remove a section of the back seat for bigger characters.
Almost like a whole inch or 2.
This comes out. Yeah, it really is almost like 1.25 inches, I think. And you have all that much more room in the back of the car. We didn't want to have, just that back there so you could fit characters. So Johnny came up with kind of the brilliant thing to have the removable back seat. And that way you can fit your bigger characters back there.
But yeah, special colors. I don't know. That'll be something later, Ken. Once we fund, we can definitely do like limited runs of colors.
Oh, for sure. I would love to see that.
Eddie?
Say what?
Eddie, can you tell us the question that you just got?
Well, it's from Instagram. Somebody's asking about colors. Are there going to be options, or how would they get a different color? Would they special order it? I mean, we were only doing the black now. We're thinking about possible color runs, but I mean that's why we went with the matte black for easier paint jobs. But would be cool to offer different colors and pre-painted versions other than black.
We're going to need to expand the groove channel, widen it out, because it's too small.
I know.
So
this is what I love about having the prototype is we can really fine tune.
This is exactly
details.
When I was working on Thomas and Friends, you get the prototypes before you go to tooling, and that's where you find all the little things. Since you've never had a physical model, you have to really go over it, operate it, play with it, and see where all the little design flaws are. And then you can correct those before you go to tooling, which is the expensive part. And again, guys, just to reiterate what tooling is, when we talk about it, I think sometimes collectors have a different meaning for tooling, but for manufacturing, tooling is, every piece you see here has to have an aluminum negative cavity. So it'll be a big block of aluminum, and they carve out this where they can inject plastic into the tooling, and that's why it's so expensive. You got this real high-end aluminum, and to inject plastic into a mold this big, I mean, we have to buy tooling that is a negative of this body, all out of high-grade aluminum, to be able to build just this one piece of the car. We have 76 pieces to the car, and each piece has to fit in a mold made out of aluminum. I think this came out, 6 or 7 molds, I think, Eddie?
That's 6 so far.
6 so far. So yeah. So, probably the hood, the doors, and the trunk will be on one tool, and then wheels and, seats and stuff like that would be on another tooling. And you got to watch out for undercuts and all this stuff. So it's a very technical process, but that's why it's so expensive. And that's what we mean by tooling, is literally the negative version of each piece of the car. Big block of aluminum where you inject plastic in to form each piece of the car. So again, that's what Eddie and I mean when we talk about tooling. And guys, that's the real expensive part of the car for sure. And that's why, we had to set that price for ourselves, which is a lofty goal, we know, but I believe it's like day 30 or 29 of the Kickstarter. And we're going to continue to do stuff like this. We want to get on some other podcasts and stuff like that with it. We're looking around in Southern California for people that might be close to.
Yeah, we're on December 22nd, I think. We might set up something with Anthony Hernandez, Bat Bomb 82. He lives here in like the Southern California region. And yeah, I hooked up with him, linked up with him, and we have something set for the 22nd. But yeah, we'll see when that date comes. But yeah, it's on the schedule.
And then yeah, we'd love to get it in the hands of some of you photographers and stuff to work your magic with it and really show people what can be done. I mean, that's what it's for.
Mink says, I need this like now.
You know, we feel that same intensity about it. It's like, you know,
dude, I want one. I want one right now too.
I can't afford one, but I want one too. Yeah, the prototype that you see here right here was about $6,500. Johnny cut us a deal and we got it for $6,000. But then just shipping it here was another $500. I mean, it's all expensive when you're working overseas.
That $6,000 is not just the prototype. It's the prototype, the physical model, the months of design work, the assembly design, the remodeling of the I guess version that we came up with, which is just kind of like a sketch in a way. And then Johnny remodels everything. He adds thickness to the plastic. So it took him months to do that alone. But yeah, I mean, it's about $6,000. Gotta find that other mirror.
Yep. He might be in
Eddie, I think the live feed dropped on
Instagram. It cut. My phone got too hot.
Oh, okay.
But they can find it. We're pretty easy to find on YouTube, I think. Get Snake Eyes up in here. Look at that. That's so bitchin'. Wow. I mean,
I was actually pretty entertained with that movie, by the way. I thought they did a pretty good job.
Oh, the Snake Eyes movie.
Yeah.
I haven't checked it out yet.
It's not bad.
Definitely my show for a long time, especially the version that came with Timber back in the day. Oh my God, that thing was awesome.
I had Sergeant Slaughter and what was that? Cobra Commander.
Yep. Oh, hey, speaking of Cobra Commander, hold on a second. Let's get him in here.
Oh, and I also had Serpentor.
Oh, Serpentor's going around right now. They just released the Serpentor, and it's pretty awesome. Again,
I had the movie on VHS. It was pretty brutal for a cartoon movie.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty adult themed.
Get some G.I. Joes around here.
Oh, there you go. Now you're speaking my language. Oh, Destro.
That's
and
so
you cool. Let the buffoon get away with it for the last time.
Yeah, that's cool.
Retreat, Cobra.
Joe's everywhere.
That's awesome. Whoop.
That's the one thing I hate about it.
Domino Joes. Yeah, their feet are a little small. But, man, they are nice. I really like them. I think I'm getting barbecue for Christmas.
I'm trying to find that mirror.
But, yeah, I definitely think we can do offer different colors later. It doesn't really increase the production cost. It's just that we would have to invest in a different color plastic. And right now we have all the black pellet plastic we need for the ABS. But I don't know if some of you guys saw when the Engine of Vengeance released, we did a white version that we called the Ghost Killer. And
that one kind of took off.
Yeah, that one was popular. I'd like that one for myself too. Just I don't know, just to have the
Mink says Snake in the driver's seat and Timber hanging out the window for a Sunday drive.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Apparently Timber is a scrub. Sorry, late 90s reference. I
don't know. But yeah, she's pretty cool, guys. Yeah, I don't know what else much to say about it. I think
that pretty much sums
that's
it
pretty
up.
much it. And really what we want to do, guys, is we want to get this out. We want to get the prototype out. We want people, please feel free to share. Share it everywhere. we're starting to get noticed by some toy review stuff. Eddie just saw a guy. Eddie, do you want to give him a plug, or
say who?
The one you were just watching where he talks about our Bandito?
I don't know who it is.
Oh, okay. Matt About Toys has done some awesome reviews on us, or an awesome review. I think 2 videos on it. Man, I'd love to get one in his hands. And we tried to get a couple prototypes, but it's just so expensive that it wasn't in our budget to do. But like I said, if we can drive them around to some SoCal channels and photographers and stuff like that, I mean, we're going to go on a campaign. Eddie and I both work during the day, but, every spare moment we have for the last basically 10 months has been about this car. So we're not going anywhere. We think the campaign has just gotten started. We needed to have this prototype in our hands. And now that we do, I feel like we can really start pushing the car online, pushing the car, on Instagram, and getting it out to influencers. And yeah, I really feel like we're just getting started. But yeah, guys, we aim to deliver. We've also partnered with a 3PL company, which is basically the logistics of getting you the car when it's successful. So they're called iPack Delivery. The guy's name is Fuad. He's Fuad. I thought he said Fuad. I think it's Fuad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get it wrong. Sorry about that, Fuad. But iPack Delivery, they have real good services. We've looked into them. They're good about their returns. Their pricing is right. And we're using them to get the car to you because we are not a shipping company. And if there's problems or returns, we need somebody that knows what they're doing to handle all that stuff. So basically, we just give them a SKU number and they create the barcodes for us so that everybody has one to their individual address, obviously. And then our 2 companies, our manufacturer and iPack Delivery, are in conversation now for getting the car from Shenzhen to their warehouses. So, we're anticipating a couple of containers if it's successful. One other thing I would mention is if we can get 5,000 units backed, we are throwing in the battle modification for every single Bandito purchased. That puts us over the mark where Eddie and I can afford to invest in some more tooling. And we would just like to say thank you by gifting everybody the battle mod kit if we can get over the 5,000 units backed. We know we have a hill to climb, guys, for sure. But now that we have the prototype, it's go time for us. We're really going to be taking the car around. We're going to be putting in more podcasts, taking pictures of it with characters in it. And we would love all your support. We'd really like to bring this to the community. Eddie and I know how to make toys. We've worked in the industry. And this is our pitch. We want to sell you this car. So, yeah, I think that's that. I mean, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to comment in on the podcast, because Eddie and I try to answer every question or comment. And then, like, subscribe, and share, guys. I mean, that's the name of the game. We got to get this car out there.
And really, if you guys are excited about this as much as we are, and someone that has a far reach that might be interested in talking to us, interviewing us, and like the guy said, if it's in SoCal, they can definitely go to meet up anywhere with the prototype in hand.
Yeah.
So if you guys know anyone, please connect us. Absolutely. Send them our information or send us theirs.
For all of you guys who aren't on Instagram with us, maybe, first of all, we encourage you to go follow us on Instagram. But Deadman1 and Redeemer Customs on Instagram were gracious enough to have us come on to their Toy Mercs channel and tell the story of OTG, the 112 Garage, when we, for about 3 months, contracted with them to make their car manufacturable. When you're making a car like this, you have to design it for assembly so that it can be put together in a efficient way and it all works. So we were hired by them contracted with them to develop their car, and we were never paid 3 months later. And I finally had to write an email to the Big Bad Toy Store explaining to them that we have to back out of working with the 112 Garage, because as soon as we asked them for payment, we started getting these excuses as to why we weren't getting paid for work we had done up front. And I basically gave them a hard deadline back in June and said, if we don't hear from you or have a check or a deposit by this time on Friday, we have to call it, because Eddie and I can't work with a person who doesn't communicate. If we have a development schedule and we're trying to get something out on time, we can't be dealing with a guy who doesn't get back to us for 3 weeks and doesn't pay us for 3 months. So we were kind of devastated that it didn't work out, but just kind of realizing how this person did business, we had to back out of it. So, for us, the only way forward was to build the car and do what we said we were going to do for the community. And that was, we redesigned it, obviously. This is not their design. This was the original design we pitched to them to show them what we could do. And they already had a picture of their crappy design up on the Big Bad Toy Store. So they wanted us to redesign that Syndio model. That's dead. So when we cut ties with that company, Eddie and I went back to our original car and sent it to Johnny and just said, this is what we want to do now. We need to redesign this car, make it our own, and come back at the community with it. So we really want to do this. Both Eddie and I have worked for the bigger companies. We know how the chain works to get toys made. And yeah, that's our pitch, guys. That's our pitch. We want to sell you the car. And so we put our heart and souls into it. Everything we own, as far as financially,
look at it. It's pretty badass.
We love it. We absolutely love it.
Turn those lights on.
Pretty cool, guys. But I think we'll call that a wrap for the podcast tonight. Absolutely appreciate you guys joining and engaging with us to talk about the car. And yeah, we appreciate you all. Much love for all you guys. Please like, subscribe, share the Bandito, share the podcast, tell our story, ask people to, if there's any questions about us, we're happy to talk to anyone and explain what we're doing with the car, how we're doing it, the exact supply chain, everything. We are trying to be as transparent as possible so that's so cool. So that, people understand that we're serious. And
yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
Thanks for listening.
Podcast number 15, guys. Like and subscribe. Share.
Zoom in on that car as we fade out.
Just follow straight on.
Or just like that.